Hi, hello and welcome to Mathway. In this video, I am going to explain exercise 3.2. The first and foremost question is find the number of zeros of p of x. So here he given graphs of some polynomials. So these are the graphs of some polynomials. So we have to find the number of zeros for this. If you look at on the first graph, it is a straight line. So it is the graph of linear polynomial. So by the graph we learned that number of intersection points on the x-axis, those are the zeros of the polynomial. So if a graph intersecting on the x-axis, at what point that graph is intersecting, that point is called as zeros of the polynomial. So here we have to check whether the graph is intersecting on the x-axis or not. If you observe first straight line, it is parallel to x-axis. So there is no intersection between the x-axis and the graph. So the number of zeros for the first graph is 0 because there is no intersecting point on the x-axis. If you see the second one, so here the x-axis, the graph is intersecting the x-axis at one point. So number of zeros for the graph is 1. And the third figure, so the intersecting points of the graph on the x-axis are 3. So number of zeros for this graph is 3. Number of zeros for the polynomial is 3. So here we can see the fourth figure with the U-shaped parabola. So here the intersecting points on the x-axis are 2. That's why number of zeros of this polynomial is 2. Next figure, intersecting points are 1, 2, 3 and 4. So this polynomial has 4 intersecting points. Number of zeros for this polynomial are 4. And the final figure, the intersecting points are 1, 2 and 3. The graph, the polynomial has 3 intersecting points. So the number of zeros of the polynomial is 3. So this is the way to find the number of zeros by using the graph. One point, that is the intersecting point on the x-axis, those are the zeros. Now see the second question. Find the zeros of the given polynomial. So here he given some polynomials. We have to find the zeros for that. So already we learned that to find the zero of any polynomial, we have to make the polynomial is equals to 0. First one is p of x equals to 3x. So make p of x is equals to 0. The given p of x is 3x. 3x equals to 0. Transpose 3 to the RHS side. Then x equals to 0 by 3. It means 0 by 3 is equals to 0. So 0 of the given polynomial is 0. See the second one. If p of x equals to x square plus 5x plus 6. So it is the quadratic polynomial. To find the quadratic polynomial, we have to factorize that polynomial. So let's factorize it. First of all, take p of x equals to 0. Then after take polynomial x square plus 5x plus 6 equals to 0. So now split the middle term. To split the middle term, write the 6 factors. The 6 factors are 1 6 are 6 and 2 3 are also 6. So 5 can be written as 6 minus 1. But if we are doing 6 minus 1, we have to write as minus 1. If you multiply 6 into minus 1, we will get minus 6, but it is plus 6. So we have to take the both numbers as positive. So let's check the next pair of factors, 2 and 3. 2 plus 3 is 5. So 5 we can write as 2x plus 3x. So let us write x square plus 5x can be written as 2x plus 3x plus 6 equals to 0. So from these two terms we can take x common. So x of x plus 2. And also from these two terms we can take 3 as common. Then x plus 2 equals to 0. So everything is plus sign. No problem with sign. So take plus sign. Again here x plus 2 take as common. So if you take x plus 2 as common, then x plus 3 will be left. X plus 3 equals to 0. Now make both terms as equals to 0. So x plus 2 equals to 0 and x plus 3 is equals to 0. Then by transposing it, we get x equals to minus 2 and and also by transposing it we get x equals to minus 3. So these are the zeros of the given polynomial. If you observe, the third one also same as the second one. So third problem are find the zeros of x plus 2 and x plus 3. So same process follows. Zeros of the third polynomial also minus 2 and minus 3. Fourth problem, that is x to the power 4 minus 16 equals to 0. So 16 we can write as 4 square. So what I am doing, it is x power 4 minus 4 square is equals to 0. And x power 4 also can be written as x square whole square. X square whole square minus 4 square is equals to 0. So it is in the form of an identity, the world famous identity, that is a square minus b square. A square minus b square is equals to a plus b into a minus b. So here the a value is x square and b value is 4. So write these terms in this way, a plus b into a minus b. So then we get x square plus 4 into x square minus 4 is equals to 0. So x square plus 4. So here we can write 4 as 2 square. X square minus 2 square equals to 0. X square plus 4 is as it is. Here also we can get one world famous formula, same as this, a square minus b square. So this can be written as x plus 2 into x minus 2 equals to 0. Now make 3 terms equals to 0. So x square plus 4 equals to 0 and x plus 2 equals to 0 and also x minus 2 equals to 0. So first of all transpose 4 to the RHS side, then it becomes as x square equals to minus 4. Then x equals to under root of minus 4. Here transpose 2 to the RHS side. Then x equals to, when you transpose plus 2 it becomes as minus 2. And here transpose 2 it is x equals to plus 2. So these are the zeros of the given polynomial. So here this minus 4 root type. So x square is there now. So it becomes as plus or minus 4 root type. So 4 root can be written as plus 2i and minus 2i. So these 4 numbers are the zeros of the given polynomial. Now see the third question, that is find the zeros of the given polynomials by graph. The previous we have find the zeros by factorization, by transposing, different methods. So here we have to find the zeros of the polynomials by the graph. Let's see. First one is p of x equals to x square minus x minus 12. For most thing, first we will find the zeros by using the factorization. Then after, by taking the points, we can show it on the graph. Let's see. First factorize this polynomial. So we can take p of x equals to 0. Then x square minus x minus 12 equals to 0. Factorize this term. So 12 minus 12. So minus 12 factors are, we can take as first forget this minus, then first write factors 1 12s are, 2 6s are, and 3 4s are. So we have to get the minus 12. Middle term is only x is there. Minus x means it is minus 1. So by using these 4 and 3 we can get minus 1. If you take minus 4 plus 3 we get minus 12. So write x as x square minus 4x plus 3x minus 12 equals to 0. So from these two terms we can take x as common, then x minus 4 is left, and from these two terms we can take 3 as common. It is also we get 3 minus 4 equals to 0. So middle plus there plus. So x minus 4 common in both terms, take it as common. Then after x plus 3 equals to 0. So by making two terms as equals to 0, we can get x minus 4 equals to 0 and x plus 3 equals to 0. Transpose it, x equals to 4 and x equals to minus 3. So the zeros are 4 and minus 3. It means in the graph our quadratic polynomial intersects the x-axis on 4 and minus 3. So let us take the coordinates for this polynomial. First take y equals to x square minus x minus 12. So here x coordinate values, y coordinate and x comma y coordinate values. Firstly take x value as minus 4. Why? Because in the previous we got 0 is minus 3. So by default take 1 before number, that is minus 4. Put x equals to minus 4 in this polynomial. Then we get y equals to minus 4 square. Minus 4 square is 16. Again minus of x is minus 4 minus 12. 16 minus into minus is plus. 16 plus 4 minus 12. 16 plus 4 is 20. 20 minus 12, 8. So when the x coordinate is minus 4, the y coordinate is 8. The point is minus 4 comma 8. Now put minus 3 in the polynomial. X equals to minus 3. Then y equals to x square. So minus 3 square. Minus 3 square is 9. Again minus of minus 3 minus 12. 9 minus into minus plus 3 minus 12. 9 plus 3 12. 12 minus 12 is 0. Then y coordinate is 0. It is minus 3 comma 0. Then take minus 2. When x equals to minus 2, then y coordinate value is minus 2 square is 4 minus of minus 2 minus 12. So 4 minus into minus plus 2 minus 12. 4 plus 2, 6. 6 minus 12. 6 minus 12 is minus 6. So it is minus 6. Minus 2 comma minus 6. Then put minus 1. When x equals to minus 1, then y coordinate value x square minus 1 square is 1. Minus of minus 1 minus 12. Minus into minus plus. So 1 plus 1 minus 12. 1 plus 1 2. 2 minus 12. 2 minus 12 is minus 10. So when x equals to minus 1, the y coordinate is minus 10. Points are minus 1 comma 10. Now take x equals to 0. So by substituting the polynomial y equals to 0 square, it means 0 minus x. X is also 0 minus 12. Then y equals to minus 12. 0 minus 12. 0 comma minus 12. Then take x as 1. If you take x equals to 1, by substituting that we get x equals to 1 square. 1 square is 1. Again x value is 1 minus 12. Y equals to 1 minus 1 0. 0 minus 12 is minus 12. So here also we are getting minus 12. 1 comma minus 12. Next to put 2. So by substituting 2, we can get when x equals to 2, then y coordinate is 2 square. 2 square is 4 minus x. X value is 2. So minus 2 minus 12. 4 minus 2 is 2. 2 minus 12 is minus 10. So it is minus 10. 2 comma minus 10. So in this way we can take our wish. We can take 2, 3, 4 up to 4. Up to any number depending upon the graph. Directly I am taking x value as 4. Because by substituting the 4, we already got the 0, right? So I am taking 4. X equals to 4. When the x equals to 4, 4 square. 16 minus x4 minus 12. 16 minus 12 is 12. 12 minus 12, 0. So y equals to 0. It is 4 comma 0. So now by plotting these points on the graph paper, we can find where the graph intersecting on the x-axis. So the center point is the origin. Horizontal line is x. It is x dash. The vertical line y and y dash. So by observing x values, all we can take each unit as 1 centimeters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Here the left side of the numbers are negative numbers. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4 and minus 5, like so on. On the y-axis, if you observe here 8, 6, minus 6, minus 10, minus 12, minus 12, minus 10. So these are the multiples of 2. So it is better to take the y-axis each unit as 2 units. It is 2, 4, minus 10, minus 12. It's continuous. Now plot these points on this graph. First point is minus 4 comma 8. So x coordinate is minus 4 and the y coordinate is 8. So approximately here we can get that point minus 4 comma 8. Second point minus 3 comma 0. X coordinate is minus 3, y coordinate is 0. On the point itself we get that minus 2 comma 6. X coordinate is minus 2 and y coordinate is minus 6. At this point we can get it. Next minus 1 comma 10. So when the when x is minus 1, y value is minus 10. Minus 1 and minus 10. So here we will get that point. It is minus 10. The next x equals to 0, y equals to minus 12 on the x. On this line we get here. Right. And after 1 comma minus 12, x coordinate is 1, y coordinate is minus 12 at the same point here. Then after 2 comma minus 10, x coordinate is 2 and the y coordinate is minus 10. At this point we can get it. So by joining these points we can get the parabola. So if you observe at the point minus 3 and here at 4, the graph is intersecting the x-axis. So minus 3 and 4 are the zeros of the given polynomial. And here we have to write the scale. Scale for this graph is x-axis. Each centimeter we have taken as 1 unit, and on the y-axis each centimeter we have taken as 2 units. Fourth question is, why are 1 by 4 and minus 1 are zeros of the polynomial p of x equals to 4x square plus 3x minus 1. So we have to prove why these are zeros. To say a zero for any polynomial, if you substitute the value in the polynomial, the value, if you got the value as 0, then we can say the substituted value is the 0 of the polynomial. Now here substitute 1 by 4 and minus 1 by 5 in. Now substitute 1 by 4 and minus 1 in the given polynomial. If we got the value of the polynomial 0, then these are the zeros of the polynomial. First substitute 1 by 4. So here the given polynomial p of x equals to 4x square plus 3x minus 1. So take x equals to 1 by 4. Substitute the x value 1 by 4 in the polynomial. Then we get p of 1 by 4 equals to 4x square. So 4 of 1 by 4 whole square plus 3x. So 3 of 1 by 4 minus 1. So it is 4 of 1 by whole square means the square is for both numerator and denominator. For 1 square is 1 and 4 square is 16 plus 3 into 1 by 4, it is 3 by 4 minus 1. So we can cancel it. 4 1s are 4 4s are. Then 1 by 4 plus 3 by 4 minus 1. So 1 by 4 plus 3 by 4, it is denominators are same. So we can add the numerators. So 1 plus 3 by 4 minus 1. 1 plus 3 is 4. 4 by 4 minus 1. 4 by 4 has got 4 1s are 4 1s are. It is 1 minus 1. So p of 1 by 4 we got value is 0. So 1 by 4 is the 0 of the polynomial. Now let's take x equals to minus 1. So substitute in the polynomial. P of minus 1 equals to 4x square. It means 4 of minus 1 square plus 3x. 3 of minus 1 and minus 1. Minus 1 whole square is 1. So 4 into 1 plus into minus 3 minus 1. 4 1s are 4 minus 3 minus 1. 4 minus 3 is 1. 1 minus 1. So p of minus 1 is also 0. Therefore, here we can say that 1 by 4 and minus 1 are the zeros. Of the polynomial p of x equals to 4x square plus 3x minus 1. Hope you all understood well. Then give a like. If you have any doubts, you can ask me in the comment section. For more videos to learn maths easily, subscribe the channel.